Hi, it's Ken Neufeld for the 2 Minute Arts Manager. And this week I have a question for you. How many people have been to one of your own Board of Trustee meetings where you've witnessed a trustee fall asleep? Raise your hands. This is not necessarily a ringing endorsement of how your board meetings are put together. And so today, a couple of suggestions to avoid that. One, I think you should do away with the interminable staff reports. Get your staff to write some headlines, some bullet points about what's been going on in their departments and submit it with the meeting materials. And then if a trustee has a question, they can ask at the meeting, but you don't have to go on and on and on about whatever it is that the department head is talking about. And I think that helps to move the meeting along. The other thing is I would suggest you move your meeting locations occasionally. Have a meeting on stage, have a meeting in the wardrobe department, have a meeting in your storage vault where all your art is stored. Make it different, give people a look at backstage, look at different areas of your organization, and I think that will keep them engaged. The other thing is book some time in your meeting to talk about your business. Talk about the specific things that are of interest to your trustees when they came on the board. They want to know what goes on. They want to know how things happen. How do you get that show? How do you book those artists? How do you book that gallery, the exhibit? Go into detail and give them a real flavor for what goes on. Maybe even bring in a guest to talk about some of that stuff. It'll keep them engaged, and they'll really appreciate learning more about your organization, and that will pay off in all sorts of different ways. So a couple of suggestions on how to make your board meetings a little more interesting, so that you don't have to give each of your board members a pillow and a blanket before the start of the meeting. Ken Neufeld here for the 2 Minute Arts Manager. Ken Neufeld 310 at gmail.com. See you next week.